Hey everybody, Erin from the Impatient Gardener. So I want to tell you about one of my personal little quirks, and it's about watering equipment. I am a little bit obsessed with finding the best watering tools for the garden. In fact, when I started my blog back in 2009, I think one of the second or third posts, which is still up there, is sort of whining about why you couldn't find a watering wand that didn't leak. And I still have those issues. I am always looking for the best hoses and nozzles and you name it, all the things. And one of the things that I've sort of noticed about myself is that I leave hoses out all the time. I find hoses I like, but I leave them laying out all the time. In fact, if you ever hear that I'm in the hospital, like there's about a 50% chance that I tripped on a hose and that's how I ended up there. So one of the things that's come up when I've done videos about some of the watering gear that I like, and sometimes that involves complaining a little bit about what I don't like and what I can't find, the same product has been suggested by viewers time and time and time again, and that is the Hoselink. So the Hoselink is this retractable hose, and obviously many of you know it because you're the ones who told me about it. And up until now, I haven't tried it. Not because people haven't recommended it, because they have. So actually, it was sort of on my radar to give it a shot, and then conveniently Hoselink reached out to me and said, do you want to try it and do you want to make a video? So this video is sponsored by Hoselink, but I'm trying it out for the first time. And first of all, I'm looking forward to trying it out because, like I said, so many people have recommended it to me. But second of all, perhaps this will be the end of my hose laying out thing all the time, which by the way is so bad that I even have a hashtag for it. If you go on Instagram, and you will see otherwise beautiful photos of my garden with the hose uncoiled, because I'm never coiling my hose. So this should solve that problem. So we are over here in the vegetable garden, and I'm installing the beautiful charcoal gray Hoselink over here. And it looks like it's fairly easy. Many of you have said it's easy, so let's give it a shot. So I have to say the instructions for installing this thing were really pretty easy. It does come with a template, which I'm going to use, but I think you could eyeball this too. And I already measured where I want the top of it to go, so I'm going to just throw my template basically based on that. By the way, this is just a pair of 4x4s we have in here that I think we cemented into the ground, if I'm not mistaken, that we just run all our water for the garden around. So it basically holds all the watering parts. Okay, first of all is just a couple little pilot holes. Okay. Template off. So it does come with wall anchors and directions if you're putting this into like masonry. And then it also comes with just the screws and then washers for each one. So all the hardware is there. You don't have to run to the hardware store, which is awfully nice. Okay, so this is the bracket, and this is what you attach to wherever you're putting it. You can use a little socket wrench. I've just got a socket attachment on my drill here. Okay, it does have this really nice carrying handle assembly because it is kind of heavy, so that's awfully nice. Okay, slide. Oh, there we go. That's in. Look at that. Okay, now this is the supply line, which connects to the hose. It does come with a quick connect. I'm going to actually not use that on this end. So it has a supply hose on the bottom here. In my quest for a leak-free life, I have discovered that Teflon tape helps a lot at your joints. Just make sure that you put it on in the same direction that you're screwing something on. Otherwise, you just end up with a big mess. Make it nice and tight on there. Okay, water is hooked up. It does come with a multi-sprayer on it, but you can take it off and put on your own if for some reason you want something else there. All right, it's the moment of truth. Let's try it out. All right, well, we knew it was going to spray, but does it keep me from tripping over the hose? So it's 82 feet long, which is plenty big for my vegetable garden. Ta-da! So now there's just one thing left to do. Coil this hose for the last time. As a side note, on one of my videos about watering, I got a lot of input on how I should be coiling hoses. And I'll just tell you that I'm practically a professional hose coiler, even though you don't see me doing it very often. And I think this is why I don't coil it very often. I worked on a super yacht for a period of time. And if you watch those shows on Bravo, Below Deck or whatever that's called, as you might know, that's not real, because roughly 90% of your job when you work on a super yacht is cleaning. And it means you have a hose out all day, all the time. And then you have to very quickly tidy that hose up and get that hose put away. So I spent a year coiling a hose, basically. So I assure you, I know all the tricks in the book about how to make a hose coil nicely. And the good news is I no longer need to know any of them because I got that Hoselink. By the way, it does swivel, so you can pull it in any direction. And you will have to bring it in for the winter, but that's why it's so easy to lift off. But I have one more thing I need to show you. Come on. Oh, and by the way, it also comes in natural. Yeah, the people at Hoselink were really nice to send me not one, but two. And that's because I have two spots where I can really use this. In fact, it might be even more crucial to have it over here, and I'll show you why. So this is the north side of the house, and this is kind of the ugly side of the deck and the ugly side of the house, and the air conditioner's back here, and nobody looks at this side of our house. So we have beautiful gardens over here, but nobody looks this way, right? But because we do have grass over here, we like to lay the hose kind of running back and forth, tucked up against the side of the house so that we don't have a big coil of hose laying on the grass, killing the grass. So that's where the Hoselink comes in, because we're going to put one right here. We just happen to have a 4x4 that holds up our deck. Right here, we're just going to go right into that 4x4 right here. And I picked the natural color. It's more of a kind of light gray color for this area because I thought it would blend in better with the deck. That's not going anywhere. It's never finished until you say that. So this is how their quick connect works. Also an aficionado of quick connects. So there, that snaps right in. Okay, let's turn the water on and see what happens. There we go. So let me show you the first thing I'm going to use it for, because literally for the past 3 weeks or more, there has been a hose laying across the lawn here so that I can get over here to water all the plants that are in the various greenhouses here. And when I'm done, instead of just laying it out on the ground for somebody to trip on or kill the grass or whatever it's going to do, we can just wind her up. There we go. So I feel pretty confident that I'm going to love these Hoselinks, and not just because I had a great time pulling them in and out just now. It's because many of you are the people who told me I should have these. And so you clearly love them. You're recommending them. And you know, I will tell you that people who watch my videos are so generous with suggestions. And I have a lot of the plants that are in my garden right now because people have suggested them to me in the comments on my videos. And you're all very smart people, so you can't be wrong about this. So will Hoselinks end up on my list of my favorite watering products? You guys know it's a really high bar. Time will tell. Subscribe to see if it does, and to find out if we can retire that hashtag once and for all, because I want you guys paying attention to see if you see hoses laying around my yard, because they show up in videos all the time too. Do me a favor, give this video a like, and leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite watering related products, or if you found something new that you're loving are, because I always love to hear them. All right, you guys have a great day in your garden. We'll see you soon.